Welcome to part 2 of socially acceptable forms of internalized misogyny in women. Now, before we dive into this list, don't get blocked today. I delete comments and block people like it's my fucking job to do so, and I don't have any guilt about it. I also don't care about your 5 to 15 comment thread justifying why you do any other things on the list. Those will also be deleted. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, if you see a woman in revealing clothes or wearing makeup and you automatically assume that she's doing it for the male gaze or to attract a man, welcome to Internalized Misogyny 101. I mean, that might be why you do those things, but believe it or not, some women simply do it because they're confident, because they dress how they want to dress, because it's hot outside, because they see makeup as an art and they enjoy it. Not every woman does things for men. If you want to cover your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, go ahead and do that. But you're no better than the woman who wants to wear a tankini and a swimsuit cover while shopping at Walmart. Leave people alone. Mind your business. Number 2, if you're in a relationship or married, you have this sense that you're somehow better than single people. I got news for you. Just because you're married doesn't mean you're wise. It doesn't mean that you're emotionally intelligent, and it doesn't mean that you don't have shit you gotta work on. As a matter of fact, the women who have been most influential in my life were single. So if you think you're smart just because you legally attached yourself to a man, okay, you keep thinking that. Number 3, you constantly nag or ask women when they're going to have kids. That is literally nobody's business what they will or won't do with their uterus. Worry about yourself. Some women won't be able to have children. Some people have decided not to. It's personal to them, and trust me, they are tired of fucking explaining it to people. Leave people's uteruses out of your conversations unless they bring it up and ask your opinion on something. How about that? Number 4, you think women who have kids but aren't married to the kid's father are somehow low class. If you think it's shameful for a woman to have kids but not be married to the dad, hello, it's 2023, not 1957. You've obviously missed several chapters here. This might also send you into a tizzy. There are women who don't even have a relationship with a man. They go to a sperm bank and have kids, all by themselves. And here's another thing that might send you into a tizzy. Men leave married women all the time, alone to raise the kids by themselves. So you can do everything right and still end up just like the very women you're judging. Number 5, you put down stay-at-home moms or working moms. You think stay-at-home moms don't do anything all day, or you think that working moms are neglecting their kids. We can't win, can we? Newsflash, some moms work 12 hours at a factory or at a hospital. Some moms work part-time. Some moms stay home with their children. And as long as those kids are healthy, fed, and have everything they need, those are good moms. With this next point, first of all, I want to say that I am not talking about sex workers and people who have OnlyFans and things like that. I'm talking about women who are lonely and desperate, and they feel like any attention from men is good attention for men. So they stay up late at night and post random, scantily clad pictures on the internet, hoping that Chad will see it and post a fire or heart eyes emoji. Those that get this, get it, because I used to do it. Chad with the hard eyes does not like you or value you. He just wants to sleep with you. So I get it. You're getting a boost of confidence because Chad is showing you a little attention and all these guys are telling you how hot you are. But I can guarantee you that none of those guys are men that you ever want to be mixed up with. But if you're doing it because you just like doing it, then go for it. If you're doing it because you want your friends to be like, girl, you look good. Okay, then do that. Go for it. But please don't do shit for male attention. It's not worth it, okay? Number 7, and I spelled sharing wrong. Jeez, y'all forgive me, okay? Number 7, you think that women who share traumatic experiences with marriage and motherhood is negativity. A lot of you heifers lied to us and you painted marriage and motherhood in this magical, mystical light as if it was this big Disney movie, and then we get into it and we feel like we're failing, we fall into deep depression, we do dangerous things to ourselves. Some women even harm their own children, and if somebody would have warned us, most of us could have been better prepared for the shit that we endured. If you lie to women, especially when it comes to things like motherhood and childbirth, I think you are a fucking monster. Number 8, you only listen to men. I literally saw a guy today who is a male creator say shit about another male creator that women have already said. Several of us have already said those things, but there are women in his comment section like, thank you for being a safe place for us. I wanted to throw up my lunch. If it takes a man saying the same thing that everybody else has said in order for something to click, welcome to internalized misogyny. Number 9, you think being a good girl makes you better than other women. I don't show my skin. I don't wear makeup. I don't sleep around. I don't do this. I don't do that. And you will still get used, abused, and cheated on. Doing everything right does not mark you safe in the eyes of patriarchy. Number 10, you think that a man has to be taller and bigger than you in romantic relationships. I have bad news for you. This is from patriarchy. You have to be the little tiny woman, the little tiny princess, damsel in distress that needs to be rescued. And he has to be the big tall hero that can swoop you away and save the day. That's why a creator on this app who is plus size and her husband is more muscular constantly gets harassed and bullied because people can't seem to wrap their head around the fact that a man would actually love a woman that's her size. Yes, I totally get it. Short guys can be awful and they have this weird complex about them, but the root of that, and I'm not excusing any of their shitty ass behavior, the root of that is basically society has told them that they will never be fit to be a good partner because they don't meet the size requirements. And for the record, every guy that has ever mistreated me has been taller than me. Now, I did date a guy 3 years ago that fucked me over mentally worse than all the others, and he was shorter than me, but you get the point. Height doesn't matter. A jerk is going to be a jerk. Bonus! If you stayed this long, thank you so much for watching my video. But if you think your only purpose in life is being a mom, we've got some work to do. When my kids grow up and leave the nest, I will have shit to do outside of packing their lunches, cooking, cleaning for them, and doing things where they are the center of the world. They will not have to worry about having to keep me entertained because mom is going to be home alone, miserable, and lonely. If you make your kid your whole entire life, you are destined to become a helicopter mom who constantly swoops in and crosses their boundaries at any given moment. Mom, get a life. It doesn't mean that you don't love your kids, okay? It actually means you love your kids more because you want to take care of yourself so that you can take care of them. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup.